Hey guys, it is the beginning of February, and what does that mean? That means that we have the local market insights from here in Milford, Connecticut. Those are all the real estate statistics starting from January, comparing those same numbers from last year's numbers. This is a great indication on how the market's going to be shaping up, especially heading into the spring market. So let's go over the numbers. Hey, I'm Justin, and if you guys got any value out of watching this video, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you always get our videos coming up. If at the end of the video you still have some questions or you just want to reach out, we have 3 links in the description. Click any one of those to schedule a call. So again, we're here in Milford, Connecticut, Milford only. And so we're going to start right over here at the unit sales. So again, these are the numbers compared from January from 2022 to last month. And so we see here we had 33 unit sales. Pretty low here. Milford's a very big city, so only 33 sales in 1 month is quite low. And you can see that indication right here where we're down 13% from the previous year. So a little less homes selling currently, which is not a big surprise, as we'll cover shortly when we look at the inventory issue. That's directly related to that. If there's not a lot of homes for sale, not a lot of homes are going to sell. Then we'll move over to the medium sales price. This is still a pretty strong number, even though you see it's down 0.5%. The average sale here is $418,000 in Milford, down just 0.5% from this time last year. But if we're looking at this chart here, we go back to 2020 here, November 2020, it was at 350,000. So a pretty good steadily increase over for the past 2 years, all the way up to where we are now, 218. So for anybody that actually owns a home in this town, great news. Your equity has been picked up exponentially in the past 2 years. Inventory. So this one is interesting. So I just mentioned that inventory is down nationally and really across the state as well. But we'll see here in Milford that we're actually up 53% from this time last year with a number of 86. Now, these are just single family homes. If you're going to include condos, that number is going to be a little bit higher. But single family homes strictly, 86, again, overall, I think it's a pretty low number for a big city like Milford, but being up 53% from the previous year is excellent. But that's really an indication on how extremely low the inventory had been over the past year. So although it still is pretty low at 86 here, it's a good sign that it's raising almost half from the previous year marker. So next we'll go down to days on market, which is 49. What that means is whenever the home is listed and then closed, it takes that many days for the sale to happen. So here it's 49, and that's down by 15.5%. So if you scroll back here during kind of pandemic, or even look in late summer, it was 18 days where it really dipped down there when things were really on fire, and is steadily going up on the upward trajectory. This is the stat you sellers want to keep in mind, how many days it's going to take for your home to sell. This is usually the stat that we look at the most directly related to that point. So for sellers out here, it's just those days on market are creeping up just a little bit, but still overall 49 days, I would say a very average and healthy number. It's not an exorbitant. It's not super low like we saw here at the end of July 18, which is just crazy. So very helpful and healthy market for days on market. And then to go months supply. This one is described as if every home on the MLS sold today, how many days or months would it take for every home to sell out of the MLS? And so right now we're under 2 months. And that's up 100% from last year. So it sounds like a great thing, but the month supply is a direct relation of inventory levels as well. And so when you're up 100%, you're like, oh, that seems like a great number and moving in the right direction. And it is, but it's also an indication, as I said before, of just how much of an inventory deficit we were in previously. And so this is a great number. I'd say on an average market, we're probably 3 to 4 months of supply. As you can see here, we're just below 2. So still well under what average numbers would look like, but another good sign that it's moving up in the right direction. In the last stat we have here to look over, medium sales price $267, up almost 10% on the square footage. So that's also a great sign. 91% sold over 95% of the list price. So prices are staying pretty steady. What basically it's saying is that whatever the homes are listed for, 91% of the time it's going to sell for that price and or over. So all really good signs here on the seller side. On the buying side, we want to look at inventory. This number right here, although still traditionally very low, we're up 53% here in Milford. So I would expect that number to increase as we hit the spring market, which traditionally is the hottest and most busiest market of the year. Super Bowl is coming up this weekend, and once we get past that, the spring market really starts to pick up steam. So we'll revisit this next month when we take a look at these numbers and see what we were at. We started at 86, and then we'll see once we get spring market numbers what that number jumps up to. So some good indicators on both sides of both sides of the coin here. Buyers, we got inventory steadily increasing. Sellers, we have really strong average price point here at 418. Days on market, although going up, still pretty low, and months supply is also low too. So that means housing is still quite a bit in demand. So look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. What do you guys think are some good projections for 2023 based on these numbers? Looking forward to hearing what you guys think.